With Christianity, you have to
All
pretend to,
pussies?
you have to pretend to be happy to be losing for the longest time, and you're basically just waiting for Jesus to come back and rectify this grave injustice. Is just mimetically, it's perfect for a specific audience, and you need to be a spiritual warrior. And if you take this really far, if you become a jihadist, right, you're especially doctrinaire, militant, true believer. Is just mimetically, it's perfect for a specific audience. It's a explicitly macho religion. With Christianity, you have to
All
pretend to,
pussies?
you have to pretend to be happy to be losing for the longest time, and you're basically just waiting for Jesus to come back and rectify this grave injustice. Like, the meek shall inherit the earth. You're just, there's no putting this place right. We're not going to win until we see, Jesus arrive on trailing clouds of glory. So it's all going to be fucked up for the longest time, and there's no imperative that we really do anything. Really, like, there's no expectation that we're going to win before anything good happens. With Islam, there's an expectation that they're going to conquer the world, right? And there's an imperative to conquer the world. And for serious Muslims, it's like, you don't have to be impatient necessarily. You can take as long as you want, but we all know this is moving in one direction. That's the claim that I want to deny. I mean, it's explicitly retrograde. I mean, it is regressive. It is backward looking. It is not. It is not using all of the good ideas we've had in the meantime, right? It's like it's a disavowal of the present and the near present. I mean, the modernity. In the case of Islam, it's a disavowal of nearly 1,400 years of wisdom and insight, right? It's a claim that in the 7th century, somebody was so smart and so wise and so prescient and so had his shit together that everything worth thinking about and talking about happened then, right? So we should confine ourselves to the products of that conversation. Right? Like, so you get all the tools. Like it's the first person shooter that literally you get all the good guns. Like it's not this boring. I'm pretending to just I'll turn the other cheek. Hit. Thank you, sir. Can I have another? Um, and where it's a high T religion, right? And that's why a schmuck like Andrew Tate thinks he's had a real insight. And you need to be a spiritual warrior. And if you take this really far, if you become a jihadist, right, you're especially doctrinaire, militant, true believer. Well, then you're a kind of spiritual James Bond. I mean, then it's like you get to be Jocko and care about and know that you're going to go to paradise.